Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. Welcome to Transfer Daily. We're going to touch on two stories and focus on one main story. So we're going to be looking at Batshuayi's move to Crystal Palace. We're going to be looking at the latest on Eduard Mendy and just touching on a couple of other potential loan moves. And finally, we're going to focus on the story that came out yesterday where Klopp was criticising Chelsea's transfer dealings. So before we get into the video, guys, you know what to do. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications so that you're notified every time we make a new video. So, first story, an update on Batshuayi. Reported this 2 days ago and now it's official. Holding up the Crystal Palace shirt. He's now a Crystal Palace player. He's going to be there on a season-long loan, but the club have been very smart about this. What we've done as a club, we have given him a 1-year extension before sending him out on loan. Why did we do this, do you think? That's because he was going to be in his final year of his contract, so he'd be available to go for nothing. So what Chelsea have done by signing him up to another year on his contract is that we have maximised the potential fee that we'll get on this particular player. So I'm hoping, there's a hope, he goes to Crystal Palace, has a stellar season, scores lots of goals for them, becomes very marketable. Palace take up the option because I think they've got an option to buy him after the loan. So if we say usually the loan deals are around about £3 to £5 million. So say that we got a £5 million loan fee for him, and then they like what they see. They give us £25 million, and so we've got 30 million. So we've made our money back on the player. So great bit of business, Chelsea. So everyone should be cheering Batshuayi on and hopes that he has a standout season for Crystal Palace. Latest on Mendy, guys. Unofficially, he's signed the deal. It's not been made official yet, but I'm hearing that the deal has been signed, and probably we'll be hearing something official, if not by the end of the week, by the early part of next week. Frank Lampard was asked about him in his press conference today. He didn't want to be drawn on it, and that's because he knew how close the deal was. He can't officially announce the deal at the moment, but it's done, guys. You know, I've mentioned about Havertz before when it was done. I mentioned the Ben Chilwell one before it's done. So this one, guys, is done, and confirmation will be coming out soon. So a couple of other deals. The Tomori one, Lampard wasn't drawn on that one. He said that he hasn't heard about Everton, so then people may have jumped the gun saying that Everton wanted to buy him or to loan him. That was a bit of a strange one for me because Everton are quite stacked for centre backs at the moment, and from what I was hearing is that they would have been getting him on loan to be cover for their other two defenders. That's not what loan deals are about. The reason why we send players out on loan is for them to get match time. He can be cover at Chelsea. We don't need him to be cover at another Premier League club. So we still have to trim our squad because we've got 5 centre backs now with the sign of Thiago Silva. So one has to go. So Tomori looks like the one maybe to go. But as someone said, I was watching the Sky Sports transfer show earlier, and I agree with what one of the pundits said on that one. It'll be better, I think, for his education that he stays and learns under Thiago Silva, because Thiago Silva is the ultimate professional. He's somebody that you can watch day in, day out on the training ground, how he conducts himself, and for me that'll be more beneficial for him than going out on loan. Right, so Emerson Palmieri, that's another one that we're looking to loan. We've turned down a loan bid from Inter Milan because we want him off our books permanently. And the Bakayoko situation, apparently we're haggling over the fee with that one because we want 30 million for Bakayoko. AC Milan are only prepared to go up to 25. So maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle, 27 for him, plus a loan fee as well. So that one's still bit of negotiation to be done, but I think that one will be complete soon. So let's go on to this Jurgen Klopp story now, because yesterday Klopp was having an interview, I think, on BBC Radio Live, and he was very critical of Chelsea's spending. I think it's a bit of jealousy. He was saying that at Liverpool they do things differently and they don't just go out and splash lots of money. Really? Yeah, smacks of hypocrisy there. So we'll go into that in a minute. So do things different. I think he cited COVID, but you know what? Yeah, they do things different from us, because during the COVID, during the difficult time, we didn't put any of our staff on furlough. Liverpool furloughed their staff. So that's probably why they haven't gone out and bought any players, because it'd be a bit hypocritical furloughing your staff and then going out and splashing 25-30 million on a player. So Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, what did he do? He also gave the national health staff the hotel free of charge. So yeah, we do different things. We do things differently. We look after our staff and we look after the people in our community. So if that's what you're referring to, Klopp, probably right. But come on, let's look at this thing about splashing money, spending a lot of money. Liverpool, Klopp, really? Are you going there? Are you really going there? So Coutinho money, what do they do? £75 million, the most expensive until Harry Maguire. I don't know how that one happened. Maguire got them off the hook because Van Dijk was the most expensive centre back up to that point. Alisson was the most expensive goalkeeper. Liverpool got the hook again by our stupidity when we went out and got Kepa. So if it wasn't for the stupidity of Manchester United and Chelsea, Liverpool would be having the most expensive goalkeeper and the most expensive centre back. They also spent money on Mo Salah. He didn't cost peanuts, when they actually bought him. They bought Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think was for 30 million. 53 million, I think it was, for Naby Keita. They spent over 35 million, I think it was, on Fabinho. So, Klopp, you've spent a lot of money yourself. You've had in that. So what we are doing, we're just spending the money that we have already accumulated for Hazard and Morata. And we're making up for lost time. So we're doing two for the price of one, really, because we're doing two windows in one, because we couldn't buy anyone last season. So we are making up for lost time. And we also got rid of, if you look at Willian went, Pedro went, and as well as obviously replacing Hazard, who we couldn't replace last season. So it's not as if we're just getting in these players willy-nilly. We are focused in certain areas, which needed strengthening. We needed a striker, we bought an attacker. We needed an extra midfielder who can give us goals. We bought that. Ziyech could be a replacement for Willian and Pedro. So these are smart buys, guys. Klopp did say one thing, and I've said the same thing as well. Just because you buy these top class players doesn't mean that you're going to be competing straight away, because they've got to gel. They've got to gel into a team. So Klopp's had 4 years of getting Liverpool into a cohesive unit. In what's his name's first year, Pep Guardiola's first year at Manchester City, he had to identify players that he needed to make them better. So that's what he did. He had to get rid of their goalkeeper, and he got rid of a couple of other players to fine tune that team so that they can be challenging for the league. So this season, I just want to say caution. I've always said it, have a bit of caution, because we've brought all these players in. Doesn't mean that we're going to be challenging straight away. We're going to be closer. I expect us to be closer, but it's going to be a journey, guys. So this season I can see us, we may challenge, we may get in, but more for me is just to get this team to start to gel, and then next season have that push for the title. So guys, let us know what you think. on these stories, you know. Are you happy that we've signed Mendy? You know, it was, yeah. What do you think of the Batshuayi one? Do you think we gave him a fair chance? Or do you think that he just didn't cut it and he's better suited at a team like Crystal Palace? And you know, it'd be interesting to hear your comments on these Klopp comments. Do you think he has a point, or do you think he's just being a bit sour? Do you think he's running scared of Chelsea because of all our transfer activity? Yeah, so it's great. It'll be great to know what your thoughts are on all the stories that I've spoken about today. So guys, don't forget, as I said before, to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on all post notifications so you're notified every time we make a video. And in my next video, I'm hoping to have Zane back. He gets back from school a bit later now, that's why he can't be in the videos, but I'm going to be trying to do a thing with Zane, because I'm sure that you guys would love to see his face. So he'll be here soon. Okay then guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.